Rogers of Phillipsburg comes in sporting a 22 win and 8 loss record in the highly competitive weight class of 126 pounds.
Shane Oaks, the Hoxie wrestler, at 126 pounds in the light uniform, the entire light uniform, and Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg has a light top and a dark bottom on his uniform. We're early in the first period, and it's scoreless as they are feeling each other out in the first period, looking for a takedown.
We have 1 minute 38 seconds to go here in the first period. And
Shane Oaks attempted a penetration move, but Sonny Rogers blocks off. Rogers from Phillipsburg was seeded number 4th in the Oakley Regional, came through and upset the number 1, number 2 seeds in the Oakley Regional, and now here he is tonight wrestling for the championship at 126 pounds.
There's a real nice lateral throw, and it was executed by Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg. He gets a takedown on Shane Oaks of Hoxie.
Sonny Rogers using the spiral ride with the left wrist. It's a good move. The spiral ride is a good collegiate ride, and Sonny Rogers shows that he learned that from his coach, Martin McCurdy, who wrestled at the University of Nebraska.
We do have an injury timeout. Shane Oaks will receive a little bit of treatment for a nosebleed as we look at Shane Oaks' corner with Paul Babcock, Kurt Baker. It has been a very physical matchup as far as the state championships. Maybe the humidity's down in here a little bit.
Well, that's right, Lonnie. These wrestlers breathe awfully hard, and in the process of hard breathing, their nose tissues really get exposed. It's not so much that they get hit in the nose, it's just that their tissues dry out as they breathe hard. And you'll notice they don't really stop the bleeding. They just put a piece of cotton in there and plug it up, should we say.
We're ready to go back to the center with the match 2-0. Shane Oaks on the bottom side, Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg in the top position, and we're underway with 52 seconds to go in the first period.
It is 2-0. Rogers with the takedown in the first period. 40 seconds remaining. Rogers working well with that spiral ride. Keeps the left arm controlled and keeps the weight way around front. It looks like he's too far forward, but he really isn't when he's using the spiral ride. Still 2-0, first period. And Rogers with an effective one-on-one ride keeps both wrists tied up.
Well, it makes it real tough for Shane Oaks to get anything going on the bottom side, and especially that close to the match. So I think Sonny Rogers really enjoyed 30 seconds spent over there on the edge of the mat in that one-on-one ride position. And now he wants to ride him the last 12 seconds of the first period, hoping to take that 2-0 advantage into the final frames.
Sonny Rogers, a powerfully built 126-pounder, looks much bigger than the weight would indicate at 126. And time expires in the first period. It's 2-0 Rogers, and the choice went to Shane Oaks. He deferred, and so Sonny Rogers has to make a choice, and Sonny Rogers decides to take bottom position.
Sonny Rogers with a 2-0 lead, and that way Shane Oaks will know what position he needs to be in to be able to try to win the match, and he's going to work well from the top position, it looks like. Is he going to slip in a single bar arm early, and then Sonny Rogers gets to his feet for a moment, but he's brought right back down.
Sonny Rogers working, or rather Shane Oaks working with the bar arm. Working with the bar arm, and Shane Oaks almost gave up the move that time as Sonny Rogers coming out from behind has a chance of coming around, and Shane Oaks steps across. We haven't had an indication any points were scored. It's still 2-0 Rogers. And Rogers working on the bottom side has a 2-0 lead.
The stalemate count has began, and that was a good call because they had come to a stalemate. Neither athlete could improve on the situation, so they'll go back to the center with 1 minute 13 to go in the second period.
Rogers carefully takes his position, takes plenty of time to settle in. soon as Shane Oaks comes on board, and we have a caution, the caution indicated with the red armband of the official is on Sonny Rogers. Rogers around in a sit-out position. He's going to try to switch off into a switch, and now he'll try to spin in on the sit-out. He's getting the turn, and he has scored 1 point.
Shane Oaks had the right idea. He tried to underhook to bring him back, but at that time, Sonny Rogers changed the move and did a real nice job getting the escape, and he takes a 3-0 lead with 47 seconds to go in the second period.
Now Rogers working in the down head-on position with a 3-0 lead. And Shane Oaks tries to slip around behind and step across the leg, but no points are scored so far, and Sonny Rogers scores 2 on the takedown. Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg now leads 5-0, and we have a potentially dangerous hold. The arm was bent beyond the 45-degree angle, but it was simply potentially dangerous, and it was not illegal. Oaks on a set out, and Rogers traps the arm using the spiral ride once again, and things look pretty good at the moment for Sonny Rogers. He has a 5-0 lead, continues to troll those arms way forward. Shane Oaks now attempting to set up a Granby cradle roll. He has the arm trapped, he has the leg trapped. If he can roll across, but time expires. Shane Oaks missed his opportunity, Lonnie, in the second period.
He certainly did. He needed to get through that period by being able to score, and a real tough challenge now for Shane Oaks of the Hoxie Indians. He does have his choice in the final period of wrestling, but a real tough challenge for him to be able to close a 5-point deficit against such an outstanding athlete as Sonny Rogers has become, and especially during the last part of the season.
And you might notice, Lonnie, that as these wrestlers get attention to their nosebleeds, these coaches take advantage of the opportunity and give a little extra verbal coaching in the corner.
Well, I'm sure that the best thing that could happen to Shane Oaks right now would probably be an escape, unless he could get a Granby cradle 5-point move or something like that, because to just come around on top would be a real tough challenge for him to be able to get the 3-point near fall. He'd like to have the escape and maybe go for a 4-point move from standing position.
All right, and we are in the third period, and Shane Oaks, the bottom wrestler at the moment, trails 5-0. We have another stalemate, or was it potentially dangerous? I didn't see the signal.
They signaled potentially dangerous, and it looked like at the time that Shane Oaks was making some progress on getting a reversal, but still plenty of time in the match. 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the third period. Shane Oaks flattened out, and Sonny Rogers riding with a one-on-one situation, which he did in the first period so effectively, but he hasn't been able to make any progress as far as turning Shane Oaks in the match. And there's a good effort by Oaks. It looks like he's going to be able to slip around over the top and maybe get a reversal.
He does, Lonnie. He scores a reversal. It's now a 5-2 match. And Shane Oaks, the top wrestler, trails 5-2. He'll have to try once again to turn Sonny Rogers. The referee is counting with his arm, indicating that the bottom wrestler is stalling. The bottom wrestler has been warned for stalling, even though Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg has a 5-2 lead. Shane Oaks is trying to turn him, and Sonny Rogers comes around now and scores a switch. No, he hasn't scored yet. Yes, he does. He finally scores the switch reversal. We're down to 38 seconds in the third period. Rogers with that 7-2 lead.
Rogers really caught fire when he received the stall warning. He didn't want it to be a championship like that. Down to 26 seconds to go in the match. Time is running down. Rogers has ridden very effectively, with the exception of the one reversal, and that's how Shane Oaks of Hoxie was able to score his 2 points in the match. And right now, Shane Oaks trying to get his head out. He'll be able to end the match with a reversal if he is able to do that, and he does so. It's 7-4, but not enough time to do anything. Down to 3 seconds, and an excellent game effort by Shane Oaks of the Hoxie Indians. But the 1988 champion in 126 pounds is Sonny Rogers of Phillipsburg, and a happy young man, totally exhausted right now.
He's exhausted with happiness. He just decided to lay